Hi, my name is Rashad Cave, and I love to talk. But more specifically, I love to talk to people. I love to motivate people. I love to encourage people to live their lifelong goals and aspirations and dreams. Right now is at the end of 2012, and people are constantly asking me, how can I be successful in 2013? What is the key to be successful? I've tried years and years, and I'm still at the same place, still stagnant in my goals and aspirations and dreams. Well, what a lot of people do towards the end of the year is they start writing down these New Year's resolutions and these things that they're going to do. And studies show within the first 2 to 3 weeks, they stop, they fail. Is that you? Listen, one of the most important things that you have to realize is no matter when the year is, no matter what the date is or the month, you're only going to be successful when you tell yourself that you're going to actually put forth the effort. I have three things that I want to share with you that I feel can help you. Once you have made it up in your mind that you're going to put forth the effort to be successful, the number one thing is believe in yourself. You know, a lot of times people feel that motivational speakers have these words or these incredible deliveries, which very well could be the case, that they never heard before, that has never been said underneath the earth. And that's not the case. The most important thing that you have to realize, regardless if I say everything that you believe in or that you feel is inspirational, means nothing if you don't do this one thing, which is believe in yourself. Listen, it's called mindset development, believing in yourself, telling yourself that I can and I will. You know, Donald Trump says that, you know, in life, it's not that people don't have great ideas or great concepts. It's that they don't believe in themselves enough to actually put forth the effort to implement it. You know, Les Brown says some of the most wealthiest people in the world are people in the grave. Why? Because they never believed in themselves enough to communicate or to put into effort that great idea, the aspiration, that dream that could have fulfilled their lives. Have you ever thought of something in your world or in your life that you told yourself and that you thought of instantly and it was a great idea and you thought about how it could be or how it would work in the world today, and then as soon as you thought that, you allowed yourself, not anybody else, but yourself, tell you that you couldn't do it? Tell yourself that you don't have enough money, you have too many responsibilities, or you work a hard job and that you don't have enough time. Listen, nothing in life is going to ever come to you personally unless you believe in yourself. And believing in yourself starts now. It starts now. The second thing I want to teach you or I want to communicate with you is establishing high standards. You know, right now, if I was to take my shirt off and show you my humongous chest and my six packs, which are working in progress. But if I was to show you that, it would show you some type of high standard. What would that standard be? That I want to eat healthy, that I believe in working out 4 or 5 times a week. Those are my high standards. So then the next question is, once you establish the high standards, what are the rituals that you're going to do to support that? If I feel like working out in my body and my temple is something that is important to me, then I'm going to make sure that on a day-to-day basis, I work towards that. I add rituals to support that high standard, whether that's eating healthy, watching my intake, stop eating at a certain period of time. Is this making sense? You have to establish high standards, and then you have to have rituals to support those standards. You know, a lot of times, and in fact, sometimes, we ask ourselves, what are the musts and what are the shoulds? You know, Tony Robinson talks about that all the times. What are your shoulds and what are your musts? If you think about it, you always complete your must and only sometimes complete your shoulds. Well, listen, if you're constantly like a rat or like a mice in a wheel, spinning and spinning and spinning and still feel like you're not heading anywhere or you're not progressing, I want to give you something that can help you organize yourself, and it's called a 3-on-3 method. Okay? What I want you to do is write down 3 things every day that you know without a shadow of a doubt that you're going to do. Whether that's 1, working out, 2, making sure that you fulfill all your goals at work, and 3, fulfilling your lifetime goal or your aspiration that you plan on working on. Okay? Then I want you to write 3 things to support everything that you wrote down. If it's working out, then write down 3 things that you're going to do to support you working out. If it's at work, write down 3 things that you're going to do to make sure that before you leave, you're successful. And the beautiful thing about this method is that this method could turn into a 5 on 5. This method could turn into a 6 on 3, however you want it. But the action part is the most important thing. Actually implementing something that you have not done before. Implementing something that is different. Setting a template for you to be able to establish the high standards and give yourself the rituals to support it. The last thing I want to share with you is courage. You have to have courage to fail in order to still have courage to win. You know, Ray Lewis said that if tomorrow wasn't promised, what would you do today? Courage is one of the most important things that you can have, because it tells your brain that I can believe in yourself. It tells your brain that I can establish high standards regardless of whatever circumstances I come from. Courage separates you from the people that said that it was impossible, or telling you or have told you before that whatever your goal, your dream, your aspiration, your invention cannot take place. Courage to win is just the same type of courage to fail, but both of them are inevitable. Whether your failure is minimum or your winning is out of sight, you have to have courage of implementation. So I talked to you about 3 things, and 3 things that I just want to review. Number 1 is believing in yourself, telling yourself that you can. If I've told you 10 things today, none of it would make any sense if you don't start today believing in yourself that you can actually fulfill those goals. Then I talked to you about rituals and standards. I talked to you about establishing the high standards and having rituals to support that. The rituals, I gave you a template with a 3 on 3 method, writing down 3 things every day that you plan on doing to help support the action items that you have put forth, that without a shadow of a doubt, whether it's 11:59 p.m. or it's 9 a.m. that you're going to do before you go to bed. And the last thing is having courage to do all of those things. You know, Lisa Nicole, which is a phenomenal woman, she made a statement. She said that life is like an order at a restaurant. What comes back is what you ordered or what you expected. So if you expect good things to come out of life, if you expect abundance, then you have to order it. You have to ask for it. But if you keep ordering failures, or you keep ordering the lack of motivation or courage or believing in yourself or establishing the high standards, then that's what you're going to get in life. Listen, my name is Rashad Cave. If you have any questions or you want to book me for an event, hit me up at my email, rashadcave@gmail.com. Thank you for your attention and thank you for your time. And make sure that 2013 is yours to claim.